Friends, today you could die. In fact, in the next hour you can die. Where will you end up? Where will you end up? If you go before God today, will God tell you, well done, thy good and faithful servant? Or will he say to you, depart from me, I never knew you, you worker of iniquity? Friends, your life.
Would you like a free Bible, sir?
Your life could end today. It's not going to be about how much money
Would you like a free Bible?
or how much fame or
free
how much
Bible?
popularity or anything like that.
You guys, I hate
But it is going to be when you go before
your
the
buddy is
eyes
doing
of a holy
Yeah.
God, will you
is
see a
so
sinner
much.
or will the image of
That's
his
not true.
son?
Based on what, sir? By what standard?
First of all,
By what standard, sir?
you guys, you Christians,
Yeah.
believe in your New Testament,
And Old Testament.
Old Testament, right?
Yes, sir.
But I'm a Jew,
Uh-huh.
and you guys interpret our book. It's our book,
What?
and you don't.
It's God's
interpret
book. It's
right.
not your book. It's
No,
God's book.
No,
It's God's book. It doesn't belong to you.
then why you had God wouldn't make two books? One say, I didn't like this old one. I need a newer one.
Let's read the prophet Isaiah, shall we? You believe the prophet Isaiah's words are true, do you not?
Let me say this.
Do you believe the prophet Isaiah, sir?
I don't believe in the Bible because the Bible is.
So you don't believe?
It's a
Okay.
book of
Sir.
keeping people in line.
Sir.
So they don't.
So you understand you're
go
contradicting
crazy.
yourself, right? You're yelling and screaming that the Old Testament is yours, but you don't believe it.
Well,
You don't believe
I
it, sir.
They created it to keep us from going cuckoo.
Sir, it doesn't matter what you believe. What matters is whether or not what you believe is true. And you have rejected your Messiah. And at the moment you're bound for hell, and I don't want that for
There's
you.
no heaven
There
or
is, sir.
hell.
There is, sir.
Because Jews don't believe in heaven.
It doesn't matter
or
what you
hell.
believe, sir. What matters is what is true.
And
You deny the God who created you. You deny the God who gave you the prophets. And you claim to be God, sir. But you're not. You're not God's judge. He's yours. You're a liar, sir. Sir, you're lying to yourself, sir. Yes.
There's no God.
There is, sir. Yeah, you know God the same way I do. You simply reject him because you hate him, and I've submitted to him because he's enabled me to love him. You know God exists, but you simply
No, I
hate
don't
him,
believe there is
sir.
a
You
God.
hate him.
No, there's no God. You know what God is?
Sir, you're
God
delusional,
is,
sir.
you're calling God a person.
Sir.
God is electricity.
And this is what God
Energy.
and this is what God calls you. This is what God calls you in both Isaiah and in the Psalms. The fool has said in his heart, the fool has said in his heart, there is no God, sir.
It's a story.
Sir,
It's a
you
story.
presume to be God's judge. God has
No.
judged you.
There's
He
no
laughs
judge.
at
How can I
you,
judge
sir.
God? There's
He
no
laughs
God.
at you. God sees you as a fool, and you will perish in your sin.
There's
You'll
no
perish in
God.
your sin,
Know
sir.
it in your heart
You're
that God
praying for
exists.
something that ain't gonna
You have
happen.
no
Sir, you're lying.
at all.
You're lying, sir. And all liars will have their part in the work
know
of
it.
in the lake that burns with fire and sulfur.
God, and there's no heaven and there's no hell.
Right, you're lying to yourself, sir.
You
No.
know that there is a God. And in fact, for although they knew God, they did not honor him as God or give thanks to him. Friends, when you deny God today, you are only fulfilling what the word says.